Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and the Fate of Iberia expansion. So before we get started in today's episode, I did want to let you guys know that there probably won't be an episode on Sunday. I'll see if I can get something recorded late tonight maybe, but yeah, I don't have time to record it right after this one, and I will not be here on Saturday. So if I can't get anything recorded tonight, then next episode will not be until Tuesday. So looking at the map here, see that the Byzantine Empire is facing a large rebellion. I suppose that's par for the course. They're constantly facing rebellions over here. We also mentioned that Khanate a couple videos ago, and that is already split into two. So they're not as powerful as they once were. It does look like Persia has wrapped up their large civil war that was going on over here. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. We're going to go ahead and start with arranging a marriage for our eldest son, and I looked if there's anybody we wanted to ally with. There's really not, so we're just gonna go for traits, I suppose. So we'll sort this by some of all skills, and I'm thinking either one of these two with the quick trait would be great. They have pretty good attributes over here. I'm thinking probably actually this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with her. She's diligent, zealous, and fickle. So yeah, let's go ahead and arrange the marriage with her, and we'll also get an alliance with this character. He's over here somewhere, but yeah, not really important. So let's go ahead and send that off so that our eldest son will have a spouse. Alright, so what we're working on this episode, of course we're trying to do that assassination attempt. Also, we were just finishing up that hunt, so we're trying to get that prestige up. I don't recall what we needed to get it at. It was 7 something. Let's just take a look so that we can know exactly what we need in order to do the Conquer Duchy. So it's actually 675. I thought it was 7 something. But we also needed to get the illustrious fame level. So there's that as well. That's going to take kind of a while, I think. Because yeah, we're at 2313 of 3000. So yeah, it's going to take a while. We might have to do like hunts every time we can, and just kind of hope that we get some events that might get the prestige going up. We also have a little bit of money that we could spend, so let's go ahead and see what we might want to get constructing. I mean, really, I don't want to construct anywhere but over here where we know that we'll inherit that, so we might just hold on to the money for now. Yeah, just wait until we finish the construction in this county here and just work on that one county. There's also like decisions and stuff we could take. We could try and do something about our piety, I suppose. I don't know if that's something our character really cares about at this moment, but it's pretty bad. It's not a good situation. So we are also getting an item constructed over here. So that'll be done this episode. And that'll help us with prestige, as well as a few other things I think it boosts. So this is the final trait for our 5th son, and that would be greedy. He's working on a stewardship education, so greedy would probably be good for him. Could also have him go with gregarious or lustful. But yeah, he's the 5th son. Not likely to play as him. He's trusting, compassionate, and then yeah, if we let him keep greedy, he'd be greedy as well. He also has a hell trait. Yeah, I think greedy makes sense, and we don't really need to get any stress for a 5th son. So yeah, we'll let him keep the greedy trait, and it works well with the stewardship. So these factions just keep on disbanding and then being recreated. Not entirely sure why they do that sometimes, but it happens. So we can hold a court, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're just going to let this play. Maybe we'll get something from it. Maybe we get prestige or something. I'm assuming this didn't work. Oh, it actually did. Alright, excellent. So he did learn the language. That's the only one he can learn as well. So we won't have to worry about setting him up for another one. And is this the assassination attempt? It is. So remember, we have the 95% chance of secrecy and success because we did get a spy master. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. See if we are successful here. It looks like the assassin performed quite well. Alright, awesome. So with that done, it does split this up between his 2 sons. So here's his youngest, a long time before he'll come of age, and then he's got his eldest son. He's only got a couple years before he'll get married and start having children. So if we did want to inherit this territory and maybe give it out to some of our sons, because frankly we're not going to have enough renown in order to disinherit all of our sons, or prestige for that matter. that's going to hurt us as well. Now, we got a long time, hopefully, before we die, but with this many sons, we're going to have to give some territory out. And it doesn't really make sense in a roleplay to disinherit all of our sons either. But yeah, we'll have to disinherit some of them. Like, you can't, play as anybody but the eldest son. So if we want to play as either the second or third son, which those are the two that we're kind of looking at as being the best options here. But if we do want to play as either of those two, then you have to disinherit the eldest. And frankly, I don't know that he's deserving to get our throne here. So I think we'll at least disinherit him. And I suppose we could do that maybe right after he gets married or something like that. I didn't realize she was a twin. But yeah, we'll have to disinherit him. We won't be able to do that, I suppose, until after we have the war started, since we need the prestige for that. But yeah, we have to make sure that we don't spend that renown, essentially. So keep that in mind, that we got a bunch of sons we have to disinherit, but we won't be disinheriting all of them, and so some of them will have to give them some territory. And a lot of people don't know this or actually think that it doesn't work this way, but it does. I've tested it many, many times. You can give the territory out to them before you die, and that counts. That counts as territory that you gave them. It's part of their inheritance, so you can stop them from getting anything else. So it's one thing to do when you have over your holding limit, is to go ahead and start giving those out to the sons, so they'll get less in the inheritance, resulting in your heir getting more. But you do have to keep in mind that it's like your heir is getting a certain amount of titles based on what your inheritance law is. So as you get more titles, it does result in the sons getting more as well, all the rest of them. And so I think that's why people think that it doesn't affect things when you give them the titles beforehand, because as you get more titles, they then expect more. But it does actually affect how many they get. So for example, with this duchy, if we inherit that, which remember we have to kill 2 characters to do that, but if we inherit that and then give it to a son, whichever son we gave that to, that would be all of his inheritance. Like, unless we had a kingdom, which we don't. Remember, we don't have the Confederate partition anymore, so it won't create kingdoms when we die. So unless we had a kingdom, that would perhaps affect the succession. But basically, we can give this to a son, and then he's out of the inheritance. There's not enough titles for him to get another one, so he wouldn't get another one. So he might get it. He could get a county somewhere, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure when they get a duchy, that's their inheritance, unless you have more duchies. So just granting that to one of these would get him out of the inheritance. So that's the plan. That'll get rid of one of them. We can disinherit the oldest, and then you still got 4 sons, 3 if you don't count who you want to be the heir, that you got to do something with. So we got to keep this in mind. We got plenty of time. We're doing this while we're young, and I guess we're getting our wife pregnant, aren't we? So we're going to have another kid. I assume this is going to be a son, because that's all our character can seem to have, is just sons. So we might have to deal with another son, unfortunately. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a daughter, and that'll be easier to deal with. So this is part of that inspiration that we have over here. That's an inspiration project, and it's a creative direction. So, my lord, the work on your precious artifact is proceeding well. I'm not making any promises, but if I manage to produce a true masterpiece, what idea would you like to guide my hand? So we can say, to bring glory to my dynasty, and the artifact may gain a dynasty modifier. So I assume that would have something to do with like renown. You can say, to command respect from my underlings, so that's a dread or tyranny modifier. To impress my paramours, so that'd be an attractiveness modifier, or whatever. Well, I don't think we'll do that one. We're not a lustful person, nor do we really need attractiveness. I was thinking either tyranny or the renown. We're not really a tyrannical character or anything like that. So I think, while dread is incredibly useful, I think we're going to do the glory one. Now, I don't know if this will be prestige or renown. I'm hoping for renown, but prestige would be helpful as well. So we'll go for that. I expect it would already have a prestige bonus, though, honestly. So let's try and get the renown bonus. We always can use more renown. Never can seem to get enough of that. And, yeah, if we get that modifier, that'd be helpful. So we did finish up the construction over here. Those of the pastures. So we do have another upgrade we could do. So that's the hill forts. Do we have enough money to upgrade this, though? We do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to upgrade the castle. Make it into a keep here. I did forget to get that assassination started. Again, it makes sense to assassinate him first, because not much longer before he gets married and might have children of his own, so that'll cause us a lot of problems. 33% chance of success. It's not horrible, but frankly, we need to get this done soon. So what we might go ahead and do is just start throwing money into the problem. We could also send our spy master over here, but I think we're just going to have him support the schemes just to try and get this done as quickly as possible, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and invite. We'll spend money on this because yeah, we absolutely need to get this done. We want to increase success chance. We also want to increase scheme power, and she actually gives a much bigger boost when it comes to scheme power. So who's more expensive? You got 65 gold here, and over here you're getting 75 gold. You're spending 75 gold for 1 extra success chance, but quite a bit less scheme power. So let's go for her. We're impatient. We want to get this done. We need to get this done as quickly as we can because this kid's a little bit too old. So that puts it at 4 years. And we also just inherited something. I'm not entirely sure where that was, but it looks like it was perhaps one of the, yeah, it was one of the barons that we had assigned. So we got this mosque here. And we did get the agent. Excellent. And he wants to pay homage. Is he going to pay us gold? He is. All right, that's what we need. We need gold. We also inherited some money, it seems, as well. That gets us some court grandeur, some prestige, all kinds of good stuff that we really needed. And apparently he was the spy master. Oh, okay. I see. I did not realize that was a spy master. All right, well, we want a good spy master. Look at this sheik. He's got, like, fantastic martial. I feel like we have to replace Gomez now. I wasn't going to, or at least not until after we gave him a title. But, you know, we actually do have a title to grant him. Now, we could give this to one of our sons, but given a baron, he's really not going to do the trick on the inheritance, guys. So, yeah, I think we're just going to grant this to Gomez to kind of appease him, because I'm going to take his place here on the council. So let's go ahead and get him replaced now with this sheik who has the amazing martial, really, really good martial here. I don't know where that happened. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just didn't notice it, because he's been a brilliant strategist for a while. Yeah, very good marshal. So let's go ahead and get him assigned. He's not in another position, is he? No, he's not. All right, we'll get him put in place. Again, I'm not entirely sure why I didn't make use of him. Yeah, I don't know, but we'll go ahead and put him in place as the new marshal. Gomez, we're going to go ahead and give him a title. He's going to be quite unhappy with us. I mean, it's really not that bad, actually. But yeah, let's go and grant him, I think it's this one here. Yeah, hopefully that's it. Yeah, the mosque. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and grant that to him, and you know, kind of make up for us taking his spot on the council after he served us well for a while now. So we still need a spy master, and you know, this character here could fill a lot of roles and do them okay, but I really need a really good spy master, and he hates us. I mean, now part of that is because he wants the seat on the council, but that's not going to improve it that much. I eventually want to give him a position, but I need a good spy master here. We're doing assassination, so it's probably going to be this guy here, this Wally. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. This guy's much more flexible, can do a lot of different jobs here. In fact, he would make a real good, with his learning, he'd make a real good Alama. But we can't even replace him because we've already done that. But yeah, let's go and put this guy in place, since he's the best on the intrigue that we have available. So we'll get him put in place so that he can help us with the assassination, which is why that had ticked up in years. I was wondering why it went, you know, we got an agent and actually went up. I was kind of confused with that. We also are about to lose a hook on this captain. I don't think there's really anything we can do with that hook, though. Yeah, there's really nothing here. But yeah, we are sitting at 59%, 16 months. We need to speed that up. So we're going to throw some more money at the problem. So we've got two different characters here. And this one, again, he's good with the success chance. It's that his scheme power isn't that high. And he wants 75 gold. How much does this guy want? He wants 75 as well. For a little less success chance, but a lot more scheme power. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it to him. And see how much that ticks it up. So we're at 82% on success chance. Only 12 months to get this done, which is awesome because we don't want him getting married and getting his new wife pregnant before we can assassinate him. So yeah, we got that agent in there. Still not quite as high on the percentage as I'd like. 82%. Paradox turns, it's never enough. We could go ahead and bring this guy in since he does do the success chance. It's only 75 gold. And we just want to make sure that this succeeds. But I'm almost tempted to just go ahead and let the 82% fire and see what happens. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Not spending more money on this. We don't have any hooks on anybody, unfortunately. We could start working on hooks on this character since we got a lot of time before he's of age, and he'll inherit all this territory. So we could work on trying to get some secrets on that one, so we're not just spending money on agents this whole time. So this is rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food. A long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Tossing a coin, I declare, this is where we will make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin, it looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. So we can say, let us venture inside. I'm sure there's treasure to be found. Who knows what we'll find inside? Or let us raise the tents outside. It is time to rest. And this will give us a 2+ advantage for 10 years. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go inside. We're very brave. So we're not scared. We're not scared of going in there. Which, you know, apparently our soldiers are. Whispering about ghosts. So just being brave, we'd probably want to go inside to prove there's nothing there. So yeah, let's do that. Searching for the unknown. Darkness, dampness, and desolation reign inside the castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering up decaying stairs, I spot what might be the remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down spiraling steps, I see only darkness reaching far into the ground underneath the castle. So we can say, search the upper floors. This is a stewardship challenge with a 95% chance that we're going to find a great treasure, 270 gold, very useful. Or we can say, what might be hidden in the darkness underneath? 99% chance that we'll face our fears, gaining prowess and stress gain. 0% chance of this outcome, losing dread and gaining stress. Can you find anything under there? Because if it really just comes down to these choices, then I think the gold is more useful than 1 prowess. Yeah, I think that's clearly the better choice. But I'm wondering if there's anything else down there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I've seen this event. I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't remember ever doing this option. I feel like there's got to be something good, right? Maybe not. Maybe this is all you're going to get, and I'll regret it. I mean, it's only 770 gold. That's a lot, but, you know, maybe you get more. I don't know. We're going to do this. Again, we're also brave, and it just makes sense. We're greedy, though, so maybe we just want to go for the money, but I feel like as a greedy person, you're doing what I'm doing right now. You're wondering, well, what's down below? There might be more treasure down there, so we're going to go with this option as a brave, greedy character. See what's down there. And it looks like that was the end of the event. Probably. Maybe something else happens. But I think that was the all you're getting, essentially. Alright, so that's a bummer. We should have went for the money in that case. And we had another son. Awesome. So, wow. So now we got, what is this, 7 sons? Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to, well, that's unfortunate. This guy died from his gout. Remember, we had him doing like 3 different jobs. So we got to get him replaced. Though we were looking at a character who'd actually be better for his position. But yeah, we got another son, guys. So let's get him named. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that we keep having sons. Do we have a Yusef yet? Because I know that's kind of been used in our dynasty a lot. So why would we not use it again? Name him after ourselves, our youngest. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll name him Yusef after ourselves, and hopefully that remains our youngest son. Hopefully we don't have any more kids. I don't know how old our spouses are. I mean, she was at the end of her child rearing age, most likely. She could technically still have another kid. I think the fact that she's lustful is the reason why we keep having kids with her. But yeah, she's the mother of 4 of our children. That's very unfortunate. Keep plopping these out. Because yeah, we're not gonna be able to get an inheritance situation that's really desirable unless we could take more titles and grant those out. And I guess that's what we're currently attempting to work on here. So We really need to succeed in this assassination. It's pretty important that we succeed here. Oh, and I did forget about that guy dying, so let's go ahead and get that other guy assigned, who's even better. Yeah, he's pretty good here. He's a scholar, mastermind, philosopher. Let's assign him, and then what we're gonna want to do is probably put him in all those roles that we've been doing. Have the same character in the court physician role, the tutor role. So is this They're both poor at this job, at the court physician, because they don't have the physician trait. So that's unfortunate. We could still put him in the position, I suppose. It looks like he's already the court tutor right now. Just kind of take a look at this real quick. Yeah, he's already the court tutor and the high almoner. Okay. Yeah, I might have to hire somebody else, or we could just have a cruddy physician. As long as we don't get sick or injured, I suppose it's fine. And he would get better at it eventually. Yeah, we don't have anybody who would be good at this. I don't really want to look for a position right now. So let's just go ahead and put him in the position. And, you know, maybe some people will die because of it. It'll be fine, as long as it's not us, I guess. So the inspiration has been realized, and unfortunately it's not very good. And the dynasty bonus we got was not renowned, but dynasty opinion. Okay. So that's kind of a bummer. We do have the prestige. Also, there's an attraction opinion there that we didn't really need. But yeah, let's go and get this put in place, since we don't have anything here. And, you know, the prestige is helpful. That's something we needed. So we'll take that. But honestly, all our items kind of suck. But whenever you do it that way, whenever you commission an artifact, it's typically not that great. Every once in a while, you get something good out of that, but usually you got to wait for somebody to actually get inspired to get something good. We might go ahead and pet Snow to go ahead and get rid of some of the stress that we have, except we're sitting at 60 right now. So let's go and do that, reduce it by a little bit. Also, looks like this marriage can happen, so let's go ahead and send that off. All right, excellent. And we have a court event as well. This is just the courtier scorned. Is it our wife that's irritated? Okay, we don't have any other option than that one. But yeah, pretty much whenever you give off one of those minor positions, somebody gets irritated at you because they wanted it instead. So Aiden comes of age. So this is the one that, I don't know, I'm really leaning towards, and he got the skilled tactician. So essentially, I think all of our sons have gotten level 3 for their education so far. Yeah, so they're all equal in that respect. Of course, we can't look at him just yet because he hasn't gotten that. It hasn't taken effect yet. You got the rough terrain expert. That's also a pretty good one. Which I think our character got the military engineer and the reckless, which reckless is just not that great, but military engineer is fine, I suppose. Yeah, we'll take a look at his stats here in a minute. This is an event about discipline and loyalty. Is this the assassination event? It is. Okay, so we can get a soldier source, which will decrease the secrecy but increase scheme power and the success chance. I feel like the secrecy is probably pretty good. Yeah, we're sitting at 82% plus 15, so that's 97%. And so if you got this soldier source, it's going to reduce it by 5, putting at 92% chance of secrecy, increasing the success chance for that, as well as reducing the time it takes to get this done. I think that's worth it, honestly. So let's go ahead and do that, and hopefully it doesn't get revealed, because that would obviously be disastrous. So Aiden still needs a spouse, apparently. Yeah, so we got to get him one, because his 2 older brothers have already had marriages. So we'll have to do that here soon. Probably won't do it just yet. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit, and then we'll do it. But yeah, I'm really leaning towards this character. I think he'd be fun to play as. And of course, he's going to have stupidly high dread with the 35 dread here, the 15 here. That's a natural dread of 50. That's pretty good. People are going to be terrified of him. Nobody's going to want to operate against him. Yeah, I like this character. His martial's at 13. As far as his overall attributes, I don't know. He might be better than them. I don't know. I think this guy's probably the best. Ahmed, the second eldest. Because he's at least got 2 that are 10 or above. He's got the stewardship and the intrigue, while he just has the 1 with the diplomacy, and Aiden has just the 1 with the martial. See, I'm not sure yet. Again, I'm still kind of leaning between these 2. I guess it'll kind of be affected by the children that they have. Yeah, it'd be affected by that. Still waiting for that illustrious. I suppose we could go ahead and disinherit our eldest son. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and disinherit him and get this done. This will change up the inheritance a bit, but we already know we don't want to play as this character. We got to disinherit him so we can be one of these 2. So yeah, let's do this now. It's going to cost us 300 prestige, but we'll still be at 675 so that we can do the war whenever we get to illustrious. And it's going to cost us the 150 renown as well. So we'll do that. Obviously, he's unhappy with us. But yeah, Ahmed now becomes the new heir. And yeah, we'll just have to, I'd love to hear from you guys. Which one you think is the best? I think I've seen one comment saying that they would prefer him. Honestly, I think they're both pretty good characters. Oh no, looks like that did not work out for us. Okay, so we lost the bonuses, and there's a chance that they're gonna squeal. Tell everybody. We got 6 months. I almost feel like we gotta give this guy the money to get this done now, because I'm really worried about something happening with this. So the point here really is somewhat to decrease the time. That should help a little bit. Maybe take off a month. Maybe not even that though, but it'll at least increase the success chance. Yeah, we took off a month here. We just need to get this done before something gets revealed. Yeah, we might. It might get revealed anyway. We'll have to see, guys. And which one of our sons? Ahmed has had a child. Is it a giant? It is. It's a daughter, a granddaughter, I guess in this case. But she did get the giant trait. That's what I want to see. So what should we name her? I kind of like Kamala. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so again, just waiting for the illustrious to get the war started, as well as waiting for that assassination too. So Abu Bakr has come of age, and he did not do as well as his brothers. He's an insightful thinker. Okay. He can learn another language. I suppose, yeah, well, I guess we can't really set him up to do that anymore because he's not a child. But yeah, he's okay. He'll serve as a knight for us, I suppose, because yeah, he's not bad in that regard, because he's robust, and he's got that House of Warriors that everybody in our dynasty has. And it looks like a secret was exposed. Who for? Oh, is this for Isabel? Oh, so he accused her of having an affair. I see. Okay, so yeah, she's an adulterer. And is this the person she was having that affair with? Yeah, looks like it. He's the real father of her child, and not her husband, who's the one that accused her. So there's a good chance that none of these are his kids. Trying to look to see if he's got the similar hair color, because yeah, maybe these two are his, and then this one is his, and then also the one in the oven is his as well. That's what it seems like, just based on looking at the hair. But maybe not. I don't know what her hair looked like. I wasn't really looking at that, which I suppose that's important to see as well. I thought she was somewhere up around here. Is this her? Yeah, there she is right there. Yeah, she has the same kind of darker hair that he does. So yeah, I'm thinking this is probably that Lope. Of course, you can't see his hair because he's I mean, he's got the darker hair too. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking though. So we go ahead and do the assassination. Let's see if we're successful. We also got a home event. So this is Count Esteve. Where's he at? Okay, he's up on our border here, it looks like. And he wrote this poem here. The latest work of my acquaintance, Count Esteve, has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with memory and what we leave behind, and Esteve has publicly dedicated to me. Well, how kind. So this is the poem here. The mightiest men must leave this earth. Their deeds, their acts, their swollen worth. 'Tis rare enough for men to admit that all they leave behind is shit. I like it. So far I've kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz has grown too dramatic to ignore for much longer. Okay, so we can do the diplomacy challenge to say we don't know how we feel about it, and it's a 53% chance it'll be mocked. Yeah, I think it's fine. We'll do this one. We'll gain some piety too, which we always need, and we'll improve his opinion. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Alright, so we're waiting to see how this assassination has panned out, and it worked out quite well. Fantastic. Alright, so now this baby has all of these titles here, and he'd be the next one we'd want to assassinate. Very good chance of success, so we don't even need to look for secrets. We can just go ahead and do it now. So we're just murdering children left and right. A bunch of agents joined immediately, probably because it's a child who just came to the throne in these areas, so has a bunch of penalties. So yeah, a lot of people willing to act against him, and yeah, we'll try and take him out. How long do we have to wait? So 12 months is going to be very quick. Very good chance of success and secrecy. And he created a dissolution pact against us. That's the one they keep on creating and disbanding over and over again. So there's a celebration, and this is going to get us some modifiers to that assassination chance. Yeah, here, ensure it's held. 135 gold. We'll gain stress. It actually put us in the critical stress level. And we'll get scheme power and success chance. Not really needed, honestly. Okay, so I think what's happening here is that because we're impatient, we're gaining stress because we want this to happen. But because we're greedy and we don't want to pay the money, we're losing stress, resulting in, basically a net loss of 9 stress. So as far as our traits go, we have a trait to justify both options. And I think we're going to do this one because we don't need it. And why go in critical stress level? Though, I mean, we still get some stress. It could be much worse. We might want to do something if there is anything we can do. I suppose we can host a modest feast. I think we should, because the stress is getting kind of high, guys. So let's go and throw a feast. We lose a lot of stress here with the eager reveler, though I think the greedy actually reduces that amount because we don't like spending this money on it. But yeah, let's go and do the feast. We can't do a hunt until 45, which we need to do that for the prestige. So yeah, we'll welcome all our friends and just try and get rid of some of this stress here. So this is collateral damage. All right, so we've seen this event before. This is where 2 guys at your feast are wrestling around, got into a confrontation and damaged one of your items. So we can go with this option and require this character. Who are these 2 characters? They're just both barons, I see. So we can require him to pay us 30 gold. We're blaming it on him, essentially. Or we can instead say, why would you provoke him, and blame it on him. Or we can say, never mind who started it, you're both responsible. This is the greedy option, require them both to pay. And perhaps end up with a rivalry with both of them, or just one of them. They both have a chance of it. Or you say, these things happened, it wasn't my favorite piece. And yeah, I don't know that we would do that one. We'd be pretty pissed about this. And we want the money, because we're greedy. You do get the benevolent ruler, which will increase your opinion. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the greedy option here, guys. Get some money. And potentially create new rivals, which I don't think we have any rivals right now. Nope. Got a lot of friends, but no rivals. Alright, so we're going to finish up this feast, and we're just waiting for the next assassination event here for this boy and inherit all that territory. And Illustrious is getting closer. Getting closer there, guys. So this is our son, Abu Bakr, and he inquires about an opinion on tomb collections, a subject he is deeply interested in. I don't know if we care about that or not, but again, we'd probably be dishonest if we didn't. So yeah, we'll try and form a friendship with our son. Why not? He just came of age, and we lost one of our agents, unfortunately. We did get that prestige as well, and we're a famous reveler. Alright, so that changes the trait, gives us the level 2 here, further increasing diplomacy and intrigue. Alright, awesome. So let me just take a look, see if this is still good to go here. It is, 95, 95. We're looking at 6 months now to get that completed. And it looks like we finished up here with the increasing control, and I didn't do it anywhere else. So we need to do it here and up here. So let's go and start there. This is going to earn us a lot of money if we continue to get the control increased in these regions. And he's still converting, right? Yeah, he's converting here. All right, excellent. So let me just take a look at how we're doing on the promote culture here, because I'm curious if we're moving up. We're at 39%, so we were at 38%, so it's going up. So that's what's important. And it looks like whoever held that territory might have just lost it, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there with the war, but yeah, we saw there's some type of conflict going on there. And we gained the living healthy. This is from our wife. All right, excellent. Secret has been exposed. This is our marshal, a really good marshal. All right, so he was having an affair with his lover Sancho. I see. Okay, so we got the fornicator trait, and we just got a marshal perk. All right, awesome. So we finished up this tree here. We got the gallant, and we could go with either of these. You know, I had said early on that when I was picking these that, you know, he wasn't as strategy focused as I think he was with authority and chivalry, and somebody pointed out he's a brilliant strategist. I don't typically use the education trait that often for the role play. You know, he's a military guy. That's what's important about the education trait. We typically base it off of the personality traits a bit more, and so that's what I meant. But yeah, I mean, he is obviously a strategist. This would be good for military. But you know what? I think we're gonna go with this route because again, I just kind of feel like that fits him more as, you know, this greedy character here. Yeah, he just wants control of his territory more, and that's really what we've been working on as well. Now, not all of these are useful, but yeah, we have the military bonuses here. Obviously, this one's got better bonuses for the military. But yeah, I think we're gonna go down the overseer, guys. This will get us some natural dread and more control growth, which we still have several counties where the control needs to be boosted further. And that'll get us more money, more levies, all that good stuff. We're closing in on 9,000 total troops. So we've been invited to another feast. This is our chancellor. I feel like we're going to too many damn feasts. We're gonna get fat, but we've been invited, and we love going to feasts. We're revelers, so we're gonna go. Yeah, we just got back from a feast. You know, doing our own feast, obviously. So this is about military strategies, which actually is something that fascinates us, so we don't even have to lie about it. So go ahead and boost that. Was that the sound of an empty cup you just sat down on the table? To hear anything over the din of the great hall, Sheik Hall must have enchanted ears. My gracious host waves for a servant. More wine here. None will go thirsty. So we say, thank you, my chancellor. We have a 10% chance of becoming a drunkard. Or we say, I've had quite enough, I think. Well, we're not exactly the most moderate person or anything. Yeah, let's go with this one. And hopefully we don't get the drunkard trade. We did not. All right, so we lost more stress. So that's good. And looks like this is the assassination event. All right, so we're going to push him down or push him off of something high. Yeah. All right, horrible way to go. Or at least if you're somebody who doesn't really like heights, like myself. I'm not a big fan of heights. But yeah, he's finished up in the feast here, losing more stress. And we were successful in the assassination, which we just gained stress for because of the fact that it's a child. And so I think we just... Oh, wait a minute. Did we fail? Did I read that wrong? I must have read that wrong. He did not die. I didn't even read it at all, actually. I just assumed. We did get to the illustrious, so that's important. But it looks like we failed in the assassination attempt. Yeah. That's unfortunate. We can do it again, though. Yeah, I wish I had read it. I'll have to read it when I edited the video. I'm not sure what happened there. I was just making an assumption that we succeeded. We can start it again, which is interesting. And we still have the high chances of success here. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. No, wait a minute. This is the baby. Right here. So we were successful. So who the hell is this kid? Oh, wow. Did he get his wife pregnant right before he died? And I just missed that? That looks like it's the case. Yeah. So she was pregnant, so there was one more baby. I see. Yeah, because I thought we had succeeded. Without, reading it. But yeah, we did succeed. But there was another kid. Alright, so this is unfortunate. We gotta keep killing all these kids. This is 3 kids we had to kill just to get this title here. Alright, well, we'll get it done. We do need to... Well, you know, we really don't need to do anything. I was gonna say we might want to make that happen quicker, but 12 months isn't bad at all. So we'll just wait. Yeah, there's no reason to try and rush that, I think. With the illustrious, we can actually go to war now, though. And the spouse of my son and heir, Ahmed, has passed away. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Only gave us 1 giant baby who's sickly. That's a shame. She died under mysterious circumstances as well. Oh, wait a minute. It shows who killed the character. It was our cousin. Well, that's interesting. So he's way over here. Okay. So he's the one who did it. I don't think there's anything we could do about that, though, other than trying to assassinate him. But that's not something we're going to do right now. But we do need to get another spouse for our son, since he just has his daughter at this moment. So yeah, we'll have to find him somebody else. That's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and do that now. I suppose we can also arrange a marriage for him as well. We'll just look for the 2 spouses. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and start with Ahmed, I suppose. Although, again, I really don't know which one we're going to play as. So, like, which one do you give the better character to, the better spouse? I suppose him, because he's the one I'm kind of leaning towards. I don't know, though. Again, they're both really good options. What I like about this character is that he's intrigued, so we're not playing as 2 military characters back to back. He has the hell trait rather than the handsome, so I like that he has that. And as far as the traits go, he has the diligent, and shy is something we haven't had yet, but is actually a pretty negative character trait overall. But yeah, I like that he has the diligent one. But when you look at this character, I just feel like he'd be funner to play as with arbitrary and sadistic. Again, it will be military back-to-back, but that's okay. But yeah, he's already had some stress issues, so he's a comfort eater now. They're the same when it comes to prowess, it looks like. Because I actually have some different armor we could give one of them, but you kind of want to give that to your heir. I'm not entirely sure which one's the heir yet. Again, I feel like attribute-wise, he's better. Yeah, he does appear to be better, and he's got that higher stewardship, which is great. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure which one we're going to have be the heir. I guess we'll just keep on playing and see what happens here. But let's go ahead and find them spouses, though. So let's go ahead and get this figured out here. We want age difference to be... I mean, it can be within 10 years, I suppose. So we'll do that. Everything else should be good to go here. So let's go and sort this by sum of all skills. She's beautiful, so you combine those, they're going to have some beautiful kids. Problem here is that she's lowborn. I did not say not lowborn here. So could get the quick trait with her. She was one of the women we were looking at for our one of our other sons, or our eldest son, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, you got her with the quick trait. You got the robust trait here if you want to get robust into his line, since our other son already has that. I think it makes sense. It's not really all that impressive here on the skills or anything, but yeah, it'd be nice to get that trait in there. So I think we might do that. There's other quick girls as well. But yeah, I think we'll just go with the oldest ones. So let's go ahead and get the robust trait into his dynasty, or into his line here. So we'll send that proposal off, and then the other young lady, we would arrange the marriage for Ahmed. So let's go ahead and sort this by sum of all skills, and it's going to be her. And she's older as well than the other young lady, so it makes sense to go with the older son. So that's the hell and quick traits that can be inherited here. So I was going to send those proposals off, get the second and third son married. All right, excellent. So both of them have been married. And I think he's directly married. Is the other one betrothed? I think she was, yeah, just a little young. The chances of these two having children seems to be fairly unlikely, considering the fact that they're both homosexual. which I knew he was homosexual, but I didn't see that for her. Yeah, I'd say there's a good chance they might not have kids together. Maybe. We'll see what happens here, guys. But that's something to consider as well with the overall inheritance, is that he might not be as likely to have kids as he will be. We'll have to see what happens. I'll kind of base it off of that, too. Who we pick is their children. Who's their heirs? What kind of traits do they have? All that kind of good stuff. We'll consider all that. Has our eldest got his wife pregnant yet? Nope, not yet. I've been married for about a year now. So yeah, we got those marriages going there. We still have to arrange a marriage for Abu Bakr, our fourth son. But yeah, not something we're going to do right this moment. 2 marriages is good enough right now, or 3 marriages for our sons in this here episode, the 3 eldest ones. So we'll do that next episode. We're going to be starting this war now, and it looks like he's already at war with somebody. Yeah, he's actually at war with Leon, so we could take advantage of him fighting over here. Now, let me just take a look at our allies. I assume that they're in wars too. Yeah, he's actually fighting one down here. Over here, he is not in a conflict, so can go ahead and pull him in. So I think that's what we're going to do, though. It looks like we might not be allied to him any longer. No. All right, so we're no longer allied to him. What about him? Are we allied to him? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe we don't. I think these are all new rulers here. So we could go ahead and arrange more marriages with the daughters of these 2 characters. Because yeah, I'm going to continue expanding here in the north is what the plan is. We'll fight the Muslims later. Definitely not in the hostility phase, because yeah, that killed us on the piety. Good God, what happened to the piety? We must have... Huh. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, we got another hit at some point. I don't know when. I lost like another 500 piety. I'm not sure when that happened. Must have been an event or something. I picked something and didn't see that it was going to reduce our piety. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But we're never going to get out of that hole, I don't think. But that's fine. But yeah, they both have daughters we can arrange marriages with. So I think that's what we're going to do with the younger sons who we know we're not going to inherit with. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. It'd probably have been better to do that with the older sons, so that whichever one we played as would have an alliance, when he started out, with his father-in-law. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be with the younger sons. So he's got a daughter here who's already betrothed. So it's going to have to be with the youngest daughter, with this character. And she's pretty young, but remember we did just have another son. So there's that as well. And she's got the quick trait. Let me take a look at this character here. He has an elder daughter who's not married yet, not betrothed. So let's go and take a look at our unmarried son. So we know we have Abu Bakr. So he would probably want to marry the eldest of them. And then we have... He's already married. So he would be with the other one. So Yusuf would be with her. So yeah, we're going to set up both of these alliances, guys. As long as they're willing to, of course. So let's go ahead and reset to default. And then maybe make it so that they're just of our dynasty. So this would be easier to find. Yusuf? Here we go. So he'll be 5 years younger than her. That's okay. So let's go ahead and set up this marriage here. And they have a chance of getting the quick trait into their line. And then over here, we'll be arranging a marriage for one of our older sons. And I think Abu Bakr is a good choice here, which we are friends with them as well. And I think he's a good choice. They're about the same age. Close. I suppose he's 4 years older than her. But yeah, I think this will work out. So let's go and send that proposal off. That'll get us 2 allies, which I don't even know if we need allies for this conflict. We actually outnumber him now at this point because, remember, he lost Galicia back when his father died. So yeah, it was not part of his inheritance. So he's a lot weaker than his father was. So we don't really need our allies in there, and that costs prestige as well. And he's also in another war. So maybe we won't call them in. But I do want to have those alliances, so at the very least, we don't have to worry about them attacking us. Alright, so alliance is formed. I want to make sure we do this before we declare war, because otherwise they'll be considering the fact that we're at war, and they might not want to ally with us anymore. Let's go ahead and declare war on them. And remember, we're doing the Conquer the Duchy, and we're going to do whichever one gives us the most territory. So that gives us probably the most. This one makes more sense, I suppose. But, yeah, why would we want to do that one? I think we want to do this one here and get all this. We need land for our sons, guys. We need land for all those dang sons we have. So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and attack them here, and we'll seize all that territory. So let's go and declare war. And I guess we'll raise our troops up where they're at. I think that's probably good. And we're going to want to raise them all up right there. And remember, we have about 9,000 troops at this point. I'm not sure if we want to call one of our allies into this. Remember, if we want to disinherit any other characters, that costs prestige. We do outnumber him in the war right now, so we don't really need our allies. Yeah, we don't have to have our allies assisting us. I guess there's the question, is he going to bring in any other troops in? That's one thing I'd be concerned about. But let's go and let these guys raise up. Let's slow this down. And Band of Lost Birds, I'm pretty sure we've gotten this one before. Yeah, I recall getting this one. So we can offer them a position at the city garrison, something we don't want to do because we're greedy. That would get us these bonuses here. It's really, that's not much of a bonus, is it? You can implore them to leave. Diplomacy challenge that we have a 61% chance of succeeding in, gaining some prestige and popular opinion. Force them out of the city, which is a martial challenge, a very good chance of success. 70 gold would be gained, 150 prestige. And yeah, we'd actually get some pretty good bonuses here. I think that's probably what we'll do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, guys. As a greedy character, impatient, and a martial character, let's force them out of the city. And it was successful. Excellent. So we got more money, which is needed for the war. Alright, so that worked out well for us. Alright, so we got just a couple days here to get the troops raised up, and we're probably going to want to go ahead and split these. Yeah, this is a large army here, and we're going to go after that province there, but we'll keep our troops together, like next to each other. So we need to have, well, yeah, there's no way not to avoid attrition. So what we'll have to do is split it into 3 separate armies, because you can only fit 39, about 3,900 or so. In each of these provinces. So we'll have to split it into 3 armies and then just try and keep them all together as best as we can. So what I'm looking to do here is let's create a siege army. Yeah, let's create a siege army. So we'll give them the siege engines and some levies. Remember, we're looking for about 3,900 and no more. So these are all real small ones. Maybe we want to grant them that. And then I don't know how much this one needs to grow by, but it looks like that should get us about 3,900 once it's finished. So let's go ahead and have them go over here. And we will want somebody who's good at sieges assigned here, but not ourselves. So I'm thinking Sheikh Ramon. Then over here, let's get, I'm not sure who we want to have command. Obviously this guy is better with the aggressive attacker and the higher advantage. So it makes sense to go ahead and have him lead the main army, which is what he's doing. So I think we'll keep him in charge. Let's go and split off just levies. Yeah, just like a levy army here. I guess we don't have to split off that many, huh? If we just want to have like 3,900 sitting over here. Yeah, you don't really need to split off that many. So maybe just split off the smaller numbers here. We've got to do one more. Alright, so that should be good. And then we'll take them and have them come over here. Probably want somebody in charge there who don't care about dying. Because, yeah, this is going to be a riskier army for them to be leading here. I don't even know who we'd want to put in place here. Probably like a vassal that we don't know or care about. Yeah, maybe this guy. Why not? We'll put him in charge there. Oh, is that, nope, that's not Gomez. Look like Gomez, but that's not him. And then this army here would go right here. Yeah, we'll probably have them go right there. So you can't put more over here. Yeah, we'll have them come here. We want them all 3 to be able to support each other. Keep them around. We could have made it to their territory, but let's just do the siege here. Also, there's this army here. Army of Santiago. we gotta worry about. And not entirely sure, because yeah, I don't think that's his army. Yeah, that's the army over here. I think he's allied to him, perhaps. So how many troops are we facing total? I assumed it counted his allied troops. But you can see he's got 8,100 right now. So I think we will go ahead and call in an ally, guys. I think that would be useful to bring an ally in here. And looks like he can get married now. So this is the marriage between that giant that we found in the forest and our sister. So basically the intelligent giant babies that we're hoping to have here. And it's a matrilineal marriage, so they will be of our dynasty. All right, excellent. So that's been arranged. And we're going to pull in one of our allies here, guys. Maybe both of them, I don't know. He's already in a war, so the chance of him coming to help us is less likely. But he does have more troops. But he's currently facing... Yeah, it looks like he might have less numbers here. Yeah, they have less numbers overall. So I don't think he's going to actually come help us. So instead, let's call this ally into the war and spend the prestige for that. And hopefully he'll come assist us. Because, yeah, we are close enough in numbers. I think having an ally would be useful and worth the prestige we have to spend. So are they going to attack us or are they going to avoid us? Looks like they're avoiding us. That's actually Leon right there. Makes me think that he's actually allied with him. Yeah, okay, I see. So it's these guys fighting against Castile. Got it. So they are enemies to us, but there's really no advantage, as you can see from their coloring here, from them attacking us, but that doesn't mean they won't do it. So he did join our war. Excellent. So hope he'll raise up his troops and come assist us. Yeah, he's raising up there. He might go by sea and wrap all the way around. I don't know. We'll have to see. Just based on where he raised up, though, it makes me think he's going to go by sea. So the siege here is going to be 4 months. We could do 2 sieges at a time, but let's just keep all our troops together, guys. Let's not make any mistakes. Let's make sure we are careful with this. And Kali has come of age. Excellent. How'd he do? He's a thrifty clerk. So again, just like Abu Bakr, not as good as our older sons here, unfortunately. All right. So remember, he's trusting, compassionate, and greedy. He has that hell trait. Is he serving as a knight? Let me just take a look here. He should be serving as a knight. We'll see if he puts the equipment on or not. At this point, we might have so many good knights that he might not even serve as one. Let me just take a look. Yeah, we actually have so many level 10s. A lot of them are level 10s here, including several of our sons. He's not actually serving as a knight. All right, well, that's fine. So yeah, we'll just let it keep going as is. Just leave it the way it is. All right, so we're just working on the siege here, and is this the same wife or is this a different wife? Because I know we had a previous wife trying to demand that we get rid of Snow, but no, absolutely not. Not getting rid of Snow. Snow's what's going to keep this character alive until we can deal with the inheritance for all of our sons, or 7 sons. Good God. Worker diligence. So it got us a construction reduction time. So that's helpful. I think we're still constructing over here, right? Yeah, we're still building that castle. Here comes our ally, 2,300 troops. I assume he'll go after a siege or something. Yeah, we'll see what he does to help us out here. Anything up here that we need to be aware of? Obviously, you can call on that ally, but I don't think that's our best option. We do have this hook on her. We're not entirely sure that there's anything for us to do with it, because yeah, she doesn't have anything we want to change here. I mean, I guess you can like try and imprison her or something using it, or revoke a title or something, but I suppose one advantage of revoking a title would be that you could grant it out to an Aragonese character, but I wonder if we wouldn't just lose acceptance for taking her title. Yeah, and I don't think she's done anything wrong here, so it'd probably also be... I might be able to imprison her here. But yeah, revoke title. Let me just take a look. What the percentage on that? 23. Yeah, but she hasn't done anything wrong here, so that would be an act of tyranny. Our marshal earns some respect, increase in popular opinion. Excellent. That's up here, where he's attempting to increase the control. We did win that siege. Got 38 gold from it. Took some prisoners as well. We'll take a look at these these prisoners we have. See if we can get any money out of them. So with her, we would be able to get 10 gold. Sure. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the 10 gold here. Who is this character? Just kind of curious. Okay, so that's the countess right there. Got it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take the money here. And then with this character, I mean, he's okay knight. I mean, he doesn't really have a place in our among our knights because he's just not good enough. Yeah, if we were to get him to convert, maybe we'd accept him, but he's a zealot, so I don't think he would be willing to. So probably just keep him in our dungeon for now, so he doesn't go back onto the enemy side to fight us. We need to go ahead and start moving to the next location, don't we? So we're going to want to go after this one, I suppose. Now, these are not in the actual duchy we're going after. None of these are. But they still do grant percentages here. Could go after this one, but that's in the mountains, so we kind of want to avoid having to defend in the mountains. And the reason why I said go after this one is because I don't think we can get through any of this without taking this one or this one. And you could go after that one. You're going to take more attrition because you can't fit as many troops there. So that's something to consider. And then the other thing to consider is that when they attack us there in the mountains, we're going to get that penalty. So I think it's better to just go here and then go after the capital. That's what I'm thinking. We'll need to reduce the troop numbers by maybe just a little bit here. We'll just send them over that way. Just so that we're not taking as much attrition. Maybe just go and take them out. That should be good. Have them go over there and merge with those guys. And then bring them over here. Alright, so let's keep on pushing forward. Can we sit here alright without... looks like we'd be just over the cap, but we can come over here. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. And we did get that ransom. Excellent. Keep us going to the war for about another month. Here's his troops. Okay, so they might attack us there. And they got about 9,000, so around what we have. Let's take these guys here and merge them, and then bring them on over to here. It looks like he's following us around, which likely will just result in us taking attrition in this area. Yeah, I think he's... Yeah, we'd be eating up some supplies, but he's moving over to here. He's going to go ahead and do that siege. That's fine. Of course, none of these are in the actual area we're attempting to conquer. We did lose that hook, which we already knew about. And unfortunately, it looks like that is going to have to be the end of today's episode. I tried to record as long as I could today, since we probably won't have an episode on Sunday, and I just don't have time to record another episode after this one, unfortunately. So yeah, I wanted this to be a little bit longer, but yeah, that's all I have time here for today. So we'll have to finish this siege, or excuse me, finish this war. Next episode, vastly increasing our territory here, and getting us some duchies. We're going to need multiple duchies to grant out to our sons. Now remember, we're also attempting to assassinate this boy here. 4 months, and that'll be complete, and then we'll finally inherit all this. As you can see, we are the primary heir here. So we'll finally inherit this, and then we can grant that duchy out to a son. And that'll also get us this other county over here as well. Unfortunately, because they converted to Yemeni, it's not an Aragonese one that we can get some more acceptance for. So yeah, these are Castilian and Basque. So probably won't be granting those out to anybody but our son. I think that's what we're going to do here. I think that's what makes the most sense. So if we gave him... Yeah, we can give him these two here. That'll be the duchy with the 2 counties. So that's likely what we're going to do to appease at least one of our sons when it comes to the inheritance. But yeah, I do want to hear you guys' input on which of these 2 you like. I had one person tell me that they thought this would be the better character here, Aiden. But yeah, I'd like to hear your opinion. Which one should we attempt to succeed with? Should it be Ahmed or should it be Aiden? Now, of course, the children they have, if they have children, and what those children look like, their traits and attributes and all that kind of stuff, that would affect the decision making as well. And that's one of the advantages of playing as a younger character here. We do have plenty of time, hopefully. Pretty healthy guy. So hopefully should have enough time to really see how all of our sons develop and pick the one that would be the best to succeed us. But I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which remember will likely be on Tuesday. And I should be able to get the video recorded on Tuesday. I got a lot going on Monday, but I should be able to make time to get a video recorded on Tuesday. Unlike last week, where the early part of the week was crazy and hectic, and then the power going off, of course, kind of ruined my plans. I should have been able to get an episode on Tuesday and Wednesday if it wasn't for that power going off. But yeah, this will be the end of this one. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.